Let us solve the equation x square by x square plus 16 whole thing square plus x square by x square minus 16 whole thing square equal to 20. So we want to solve this equation. Observe that numerator, if we multiply it, then you will get x to the power 4, and denominator also you have term containing x to the power 4. If you try to write this expression as polynomial equal to polynomial, then you are likely to get term involving x to the power 8. That's a big power, but we have something easier. Let's divide numerator and denominator by x square. So that will follow that x square will get cancelled. So in numerator we will just have 1. What about denominator? Again x square will get cancelled. So we will have 1 plus 16 by x square in the denominator. Whole thing square as it is. Again here also x square will get cancelled. So we will have 1 by 1 minus 16 by x square in denominator, whole thing square as it is, equal to 20 as it is. You may say that, well, this looks more complicated than the previous one. However, if you just write, so let 16 by x square equal to y, then the equation simplifies to 1 by 1 plus y whole thing square plus 1 by 1 minus y whole thing square equal to 20. Now we take LCM and then cross multiply to obtain 1 minus y whole thing square plus 1 plus y whole thing square. Okay, let's just take LCM. We write the fraction is single fraction equal to 20, and then cross multiply to obtain 1 minus y whole thing square plus 1 plus y whole thing square equal to 20 into 1 plus y whole thing into 1 minus y whole thing square. Now again we know the formula a minus b whole thing square equal to a square. Oh, we have not used this formula earlier. Anyway, a minus b whole thing square equal to a square minus 2 into a into b plus b square. Similarly, a plus b whole thing square equal to a square plus 2 into a into b plus b square equal to 20 into a plus b whole thing into a minus b. That's a square minus b square. Whole thing square we copy as it is. You see that you can cancel 2y. Okay. And then 1 square plus 1 square is 2. 1 plus 1 is 2. So 1 square plus 1 square is 2. And y square plus y square is 2y square equal to 20 into 1 minus y square whole thing square. So we see that highest power is just 4. Not just that, we see that we'll get a biquadratic equation. We can cancel 2 out. So we are left with 1 plus y square equal to 10 into, we can expand it, 1 minus 2 into y square plus y to the power 4. From there it will follow that 10y to the power 4 minus 20y square plus 10 minus 1 minus y square equal to 0. That gives us 10y to the power 4 minus 21y square plus 9 equal to 0. So this is a quadratic equation. Probably we can factorize it by just splitting the middle term. You see 10 into 9 is equal to 2 into 5 into 3 into 3. We want the sum to be 21 and we want the product equal to 10 into 9. Observe that 15 plus 6 is 21. 15 plus 6 is 21. So that implies 10y to the power 4 minus 15y square minus 6y square plus 9 equal to 0. So we want to factorize this expression by applying splitting the middle term method. From there we take 5y square common and we are left out with 2y square We take 5y square common, we are left out with 2y square minus 3. In this case, we take minus 3 common and we are again left out with 2y square minus 3 equal to 0, copy as it is. Now you see that, of course, this is splitting by middle term. You must be aware how to do it. So we see that once again we have 2y square minus 3 common, 2y square minus 3, whole thing into 5y square minus 3 equal to 0. You see, product of two number equal to 0, then one of them has to be equal to 0. So either 2y square minus 3 equal to 0 or 5y square minus 3 equal to 0. Maybe both are 0, but at least one of them has to be 0. From there it follows that y square equal to 3 by 2 or 3 by 5. Yes, 3 by 2 or 3 by 5. But we have assumed y equal to 16 by x square. Therefore, y square equal to 16 square by x to the power 4 equal to 3 by 2 or 3 by 5. Okay, let's take this one first. From there, it follows that we cross multiply 16 square into 2 by 3 equal to x to the power 4, or 16 square into 5 by 3 equal to x to the power 4. Now 16 square is 4 to the power 4, so x equal to 4 into 4th root of 2 by 3. And here 16 square is 4 to the power 4, so x equal to 4 into 4th root of 5 by 3. Of course, when we take square root or 4th root, we will obviously take plus or minus. We can take plus or minus. So we are having 4 number of real root. What about complex root? Of course, when I take negative x square to be negative, I'll get I. So we'll again have 2 numbers of complex root in this case. And here also we will have 2 number of complex root. So in total, if we look at complex number, then we have 2, 4, 6, 8. 8 number of complex number is the root of the given equation. And if we just restrict to real number, then we have 1, 2, 3, 4 number of roots.